What's up, Planner Project? Thanks for joining me. Want to jump right in and continue the five-part series of the 5 things that you need to do to get your first 25 clients. This goes to your first client to 2,500. But right now we just want to focus on getting you off the ground as a solo entrepreneur, solo lawn operator, so you can start making that green stuff. So number 1, it's knowing your demographics. Can't stress that enough. You need to know who you are going to be servicing. There's a lot to that, but if you can just break it down to where's the money? Who are the people that are actually paying for the services that you're going to render? A good way that I did it was, as you know me, I'm not very complicated. I kind of knew my area where the money is. And every town has this. We know where the big dogs lie, where they lay their head at night. There wasn't no market research through some third party. It was me driving around and seeing where I saw the high-end cars. You saw the lady with the fancy purses. You saw the people with the small dogs that never touch the ground. I'm not one of those. I don't have lap dogs. Nothing against y'all, but 60 to 80 pound dog is where my dog should be. Anyhow, go and check out where you start seeing these high-end cars. If the malls, where these people live, where the majority of these people live. They're the people that have the money, first off. It's not that they can't cut yards, and I've probably talked about this before, but they don't want to be seen taking care of their properties. And on their defense, a lot of times their money is better spent focusing on their business or their investments, vice in their yard. On the other side is some people just trying to keep up with the Joneses, and they want to say, hey, my lawn maintenance company is so-and-so, and they take care of my property, and it is what it is. All day long, I'll take their money. It spends just as good as any other, as long as those checks come in. But go and see where these high-end cars are, where the nicer homes are, the larger square footage, where you see the manicured properties, where the properties are that need to be manicured. Cookie cutter neighborhoods is a good place to cut your teeth, but step up your game and go to those larger homes, larger properties, the ones that need more detailed services. That's gonna be the name of the game. Get out there, knock on doors, kiss babies, do your door hangers, and I know your demographics. I know that the men or ladies are off and they need somebody to take care of their property, and you're going to be offering those services. Another thing about that is once you figure out where those properties are, find your target spot, like the center of that location, and start working around there. We don't want to be driving 20 miles one place, 5 miles the next, whatever. We want 5 houses down, 5 houses down, 5 properties down, 5 properties down, take up a whole block. I'd much rather spend time on 10 properties in one day than 50 properties in one day. I am not going to ever compete, and my services were always a lot better than those companies that came through mow and blow. Don't ever associate me with a mow and blow. Nothing against them. That's not my goal. That wasn't my plan for my business. I wanted to offer the detailed services. So those 10 properties, focus on those 10 and take ownership. Those are the ones that you're going to be able to offer the upsells. You start taking care of that property, then after a month, you run into Mrs. Jones and she gives you some feedback. You ask for some feedback. Make yourself personable. Again, this is creating that level of trust with that client. I know some of you northern companies out there, northern operators, are looking for things to do in the off season when it's cool, when there's no property or no grass to be cut or no hedges to be pruned. Once you gain that level of trust, when that cool season comes, you need to keep on generating revenue. And if you haven't placed your seeds beforehand and creating that level of trust that this family can come to you and say, hey, you're not taking care of our grass at this time of year. But I do have some household things that maybe they need to be taken care of. Listen, painting is not below me. Moving some furniture is not below me. I mean, when I started out, I'll share in another video some of the things I was doing. Highly crazy, highly hazardous, highly not thinking, but I wanted to learn. I wanted to make some money. So it wasn't below me. It's never below me. I've said it and I'll say it a gazillion times, is that if I had to go back to dig ditches, I'll go back to dig ditches. And I've dug ditches with a shovel, and I still continue to. It's not below me. It shouldn't be below you. If it's a way to make money, it's character. So, man, it puts money in your pocket. So, again, if it's 3 or 4 months out of the year, 6 months, whatever it is, that's cooler. If you've gained that trust, you're reliable, you're consistently showing up on their property. Miss Jones or Mr. Jones coming out, ask them, hey, how are you doing today? Am I meeting your expectations? Hey, the cooler months are coming. Is there something else that I could substitute, because I would like to come out here every week or every month, whatever you have worked out, and continue to generate revenue. It may actually pay more than what you're doing on your weekly visits. So start placing those seeds before it's 20 degrees. Build that trust, build that relationship. We have mastered how to take care of a property. You take care of that property how you'd want to be your property taken care of. But start working that angle as I want to take care of 10 properties and not 50 properties a day. They're getting in and out, and the 50 properties a day, I can assure you, if you're doing the stand-up job, cutting the property on a consistent basis, you're not going to need those 50 properties a day. You're going to be making more money at those 10 properties for the whole year, because you're able to offer those services of when it's the warm season. And again, I'm in Florida, so we do this year round, is applying new mulch, taking out old mulch, adding new perennials or annuals, pruning up hedges, or calling an arborist. I say call an arborist because I am not a tree guy. I'm not an arborist, but subbing out some work for a tree company, after you build relationships out there in the green industry. But again, number one, know your market. And I know a lot of people say that, but know your market. Know where the money is. Know where the big properties are. I'm not going to sit here and say that I started where I ended up, but I'm proud to say where I ended up. And these homes were anywhere from $500 to probably $2.5 million homes. Some sitting on the water, some not sitting on the water. But where I started off was not the best of situations, but it was business. It is where I cut my teeth. Hopefully I can steer you from that, because I didn't know this. I learned this, and you will probably learn this. So again, less windshield time. You want to be hitting properties that are back to back. Almost if your rig went down, you could push the mower down there to hit the next property. And again, it's not the number of properties, it's the quality of the properties and the ability to do more work on those properties. And more work leads to more money in your pocket. So again, I lay all this out to anybody that I've talked to about that's starting their business as a solo lawn entrepreneur, that's going out there and trying to make some money, put a little extra money in their pocket for their family, for themselves, for college, for whatever. It's a summer job, you're a teenager. It's all the same. It doesn't matter what your end goal is these are the reasons why you do it. So go out there, knock out those 5 steps to get your first 25 clients. If you're wondering what they are, you can watch the videos. This is a series of 4 videos I've done on 5 topics. I've even got a download. You can see below. You can click on that and download that, and that's a lot of bread and butter. That's free to you. So get on that, download that. And again, I teach this to new people that are coming in the business. This is how I cut my teeth. And we can talk about, say, everyone's got a great story. Leave them down below. Let me know some of the things that you got yourself into. A lot of times it's on your own family's property, but nowadays I just shake my head like, what was I thinking? but I don't take it back because it taught me a lot. And I know some of you guys and gals out there probably had to learn a lot. And this is somewhat of a community to discuss that. So just drop me a line. I'm also very curious to know where you are in your business. If you're just starting out, if you're needing the encouragement to get out there, because I got it from my best friend, my wife, who got me the neighbor down the road because I was just I don't know if it was pride, scared, didn't know what I was doing or whatever, but she walked down the street, hey, guess what? Daryl's cutting yards. You want your yard cut on a regular basis? Yeah. Next thing you know, she's at the door. Hey, I got your first client for you. So that's how it started. And then I started going, well, if my wife's behind this, who else do I have to? And it was just her and I at the time. Well, wait, hold on. No, we had the kids, I think. Yeah, we had the twins. So again, whatever your reasoning is you're leaving your day job, or you want to leave your day job, you're wanting to save for something, whatever it is, you don't have to answer to anybody. As long as it's ethical, then get out there and do it. If I can be some encouragement, some education, cut some of the nonsense between the A to Z, please let me know. I'm here for that, because I went through it, and luckily I had a good friend, my wife, to help me along. And then I met some great people still to this day that are in the green industry. So and I talk to people through advising, coaching, whatever you want to call it, that ask questions and stuff, that pop in and say, hey man, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? Just talked to somebody like 2 weeks ago that I found on a Facebook forum, just starting out, and he's good to go. I need to check in with him, but and if I can be an asset to you in that avenue, hit me up, DM me or comments or whatever to get my attention, and maybe I can help you out as well. I'd be more than happy to. And I'll talk more about that later. I'm thinking about doing some offering some consulting, some advising, just some friendship, go through this process if you're just starting out. So if you're just starting out, thanks for joining Planner Project. Again, my name's Darryl. I read all the comments, and this concludes this series. Check it out. Click on the link I have. It's the 5 steps to getting your first 25 clients. And give me some feedback, but definitely download it. It's free to you. Thanks for checking this channel out. We'll be back to put some more stuff on here. And if there's something that you want me to address, put it in the comments. And again, thanks for listening. Stay after it. If you're not after it, get after it. And we'll talk with you later. All right. Have a great day, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.